Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game.
What is going on, crypto fam? How are you guys doing tonight? Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Nightcap. Here on the show, we're giving you some of the most important market news as well as technical analysis that you can actually use for tomorrow. We're doing it every Monday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I usually do this with my man FD, but he's out today. He had some unfortunate things. He had to put his cat down today, and then just some other life events going on. So prayers out for him and the family. Much love. We're going to miss you tonight. But the show goes on for the people, and let's go ahead and get this started because we got some big news tonight. We got to talk about FTX because y'all getting your money back. Let's go. All right. So that's big news. And not only are you getting your money back, but you're going to get your money back with interest. Now that's wild. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not expect to hear that. So we'll get to that article here soon. And then USDT, that's stirring some stuff up right now as well. But it's kind of interesting to look at it because it's tied in with Coinbase. And we know that Coinbase is actually in bed with USDC. So surprise, surprise there that they're trying to suppress USDT. But let's get over to the chat real quick. I want to give some shout outs. I see you guys are in here right now. So let's go down the list. We got Crypto Mar. He's always in here first, man. He gets in early, drops his emojis, and then he bounces. But I appreciate you, man. I know you're leaving some love and leaving some likes. It's good for the algorithm. So thank you very much, my friend. Indie Rock Crypto's in here. Let's see. Alexandra G, best mind in the house. Please let me see some of those My Queen emojis in the chat right now. I would truly appreciate that. Much love to her. Without her, we cannot do this. All right. So usernames in the chat. What's up, man? I got you. Oh no, it is not working. So I don't know what's up with that. I'll have to go back and look at it. I must have moved the audio file. Your sharks with freaking laser beams. That's all right. I'll say it out loud for you. All right. Let's see. Scrolling down. We got the Biomex in the house. What's up, my guy? I hope all is well. Love you guys over there at Billy Goat Tales. You guys are the best. Harp, he's in the house. Hey, bro. The Commanders. I'm saying they're looking good. Let's go. Let's go. Wix Wife Fine 89. I love that blue wrench you got. You're welcome for that. I hope all is well. You better mod it up. You better keep username in check tonight. Let's go. Let's see here. We got, and you guys are making a chat move on me. Now I got to scroll back up. Jay Violet's in the house. How you doing? Hope all is well. Yep, I am doing it solo tonight. Caffeinated Crypto's in the house. Alex O Crypto, my dude. My man. He's family. Go check him out. He's got a great channel, great community. Can't say enough good things about that dude. All right. What else we got? We got Army Piper in the house. How you doing? You know He's the reason for the channel, baby. He's the one that brought me on the team. So let's go. And I'm seeing the mod queen emojis. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Rolling down here. See if I missed it. I got STL coin with the otter. He's throwing the otters in the chat. So there you go. Otter gang in the house in full effect. We appreciate you guys. You guys are, again, we're family. We're all family. So let's go ahead and start getting into the news. First thing we got up here is gonna be FTX. Good news. Y'all getting your money back. That's good. That's good. So as I was reading, I was like, all right, cool. Let me see what this says, because to be honest with you, I thought it was going to be a lot like Voyager, where you only got kind of a percentage of your money back. No, friend. You are wrong, TradeFly. You are very wrong. They're planning to pay back 118% of the value in their accounts as of November 2022. Now, that being said, my understanding is yes, not my understanding. I do understand that the price of crypto since that point has gone up exponentially, right? So that's pretty much a low point. However, with that being said, you are getting your full funds back. So yes, it sucks, but at the same time, you are getting your funds back, and that in itself is a win, right? Because I believe it was Voyager, they only got like 30 or 40% back of the funds that they had in. So I understand, you could do the math and it's gone up, quite a bit, probably 2x, but here nor there, they are getting money back. And that, my friends, I believe is a win. Retro Mike Tech, what's up, dude? How you doing? Glad to see you in the chat. And then here we go. On to the next. We got 10 trillion asset manager BlackRock says crypto is being adopted faster than the internet. I cannot speak tonight, good lord. And mobile phones. All right, so that's one thing that we always compare, crypto and Bitcoin to, is the internet, right? They talk about the internet boom and all that, and how eventually there was kind of that crash, right? We had that big crash with a lot of those tech companies that were involved with the internet. That being said, it's looking good for crypto. If it's outpacing it, I don't know that there's necessarily going to be a big crash, because there's still more adoption to go. There's still more regulation to go. I think we're early when it comes to crypto still. I really do. That's my personal opinion. And the internet too, right? If you're looking at that, look at where we're at right now. Like, everyone uses the internet. It is just a way of life. We could not do this show right now without the internet. So think about that. Think about that, man. I'm hoping that is the case when we start talking about cryptocurrencies and digital assets, that it's just a way of life. That's how we'll transact. That's how we'll do smart contracts. That, we could have your licenses and your real estate properties and titles and all that stuff, done digitally through smart contracts and things of that nature. I think that's where we end up. And I also think it's going to be a big part of the gaming industry. What do you say? Stroke? Oh no. I got my moments. I'm sorry. I got my moments. It's all right. We'll recover. All right. So going through here, let's go to the next article we got up. And it is today for Solana, the 7th largest meme coin by market cap, has now flipped Spirit Airlines market cap. That's a pretty big deal. Like, if you really think about it, like, you're flipping a major company, like large cap, with a cryptocurrency. So, I mean, is it like big news in terms of everything that we're going to talk about? Probably not, but it is still interesting, right? Like, I'm not going to say we're never, but we're not touching things like Apple. We're not touching things like Google or any of those big conglomerates, but it's cool. It's cool to see that, we're catching up with things like Spirit, they you all could argue they're doo-doo butter anyways, but that being said, it's still pretty cool to see for Solana. There is some FUD around Solana too, right? There's people that are concerned with a lot of the addresses not being valid, just a lot of like trash transactions basically going on the Solana network. I know there's some videos out about that, but here nor there, whatever. Good news to me. I like seeing it. It's bullish AF. Let's go ahead and get over to our segment that Piper loves so much. We're going to bring up our man Elmer Fudd. Sound the siren. bro, there was a little delay in me getting over to this next one. The reason is username, soul, but it's spirit. That's kind of funny. Yeah. All right. That cracked me up. Sorry. It made me laugh a little bit in the background here. All right. Just then, Coinbase to delist USDT in the European Union over non-compliance. Now, I did not read into it. I did not look to see what is that non-compliance, but it just was really funny to me that Coinbase, because you know, Coinbase, USDC, they're together, delist USDT, right? So that gives them a kind of a competitive advantage with USDC. And again, I don't know what the actual non-compliance was, but here nor there, it is a thing. And so keep a lookout on that. It's not a year without some USDT FUD, right? Seems like every year we get a little something. Maybe we'll send Ben Armstrong out there again to go ahead and check the headquarters, make sure everything is just, A-okay. I'm sure he's good for it. All right. That being said, let's go over to the market pulse and let's look at the economic calendar. You got the FOMC minutes. That's coming up on Wednesday, October 9th. So in a couple days here. And then on October 10th, you have core inflation rate month over month, year over year. You got inflation rate month over month and year over year. Then you have PPI month over month, as well as the Michigan consumer sentiment on Friday. So a lot of things going on here really this week that are going to have a pretty big impact on the market. I'm sure we're going to talk a lot about that on the morning show. Chill. Check the morning show, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get all of your economic information there. Piper is the subject matter expert here on the channel. Let's go over to the chat here just a little bit, see what you got in here. I was asking myself to be my own co-host. I talk enough. Alex, you do a great job, man. Honestly, it is really hard to host a show, interact with the individuals in a chat, and you do a great job at that, man. So much respect to you. All right, Alex, will you be? All right, I just caught what you were saying there. Right on. Cool. All right, I'm the SME. That's right, subject matter expert. That's right. That's the military term for you guys out there. So if you hear me say SME, that is the military speaking. All right, let's go over to the total market cap. That's sitting at 2.19 trillion, and that is up 0.92%. Trading volume over the last 24 hours is at 79.22 billion. That is up 94.90%. All right, that's a lot. Don't see it that high typically during the week. Well, I guess you'll say, no, you do. Mondays and Fridays, you see a lot going in, a lot going out. Yeah. So Monday, I guess that makes sense, but I guess we'll have to look at the charts, see is this good or bad volume. I saw it taking a little dumpsy-doo before we started the show, so we'll have to take a look at the charts here again. Let's see. Bitcoin dominance is sitting at 56.85%, and that is down a whopping 0.01%. So not a big deal. All right, let's go over to the trending tokens. We got Hamster Combat. That is down 1.65%. Really, you're going to flip on me like that. I just clicked you. All right. And you got Mooding. I ain't got a clue what that is. That is up 112%. Bitcoin at number 3, and that's up 0.82%. I'm guessing that these numbers are actually interest and not the movement of price action. So that's pretty interesting. I actually should open that up here and there just to kind of see where the interest is for the tokens. All right, Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 43, neutral. Bitcoin, Ethereum, 1.2. Surprise. Bitcoin's at 62.5. That's down 1.3% over 24 hours. Ethereum is at $2,437, and that is down 1.67%. BNB at 572. That's up 1.19. Solana at 146, and that's down 2.46%. Hey, you see, you think you'd get a little move to the upside with that Spirit Airlines thing, but as username says, I guess they are the Spirit Airlines of crypto. That's kind of funny. XRP is at 53 cents, just stuck between 50 and 60. No surprises, only down 0.81%. Dogecoin currently at 10.9 cents, almost up to 11. They're down 3.07%. Tron is at 15 cents, and that is up 1.24. Toncoin at number 10. That is at $5.24 and is down 2.01. So it looks like Cardano is done with its move. It got up over 40 cents, said peekaboo, and now it's back down to 35 cents, and that is down 1.73%. Avalanche is at 26.88, and that is down about 1%. Shiba Inu, that had a nice little move, I think last week, and that is currently at a bunch of zeros and a 1.7, and that is down 4.4. So nice little pullback for Shiba Inu. Chainlink at number 14, and that is at $11.23 and down 1%. Bitcoin Cash at $325, and that is down 0.38%. Let's go over to the crypto bubbles. All right, you got CFX, that is Conflux, that is up 8.4%. FTT, well, that's obvious, right? That's moving. That's been moving probably for the last week or so. Yep, there you go, 39.7% over the last week, and that makes a lot of sense. So I think they're playing some liquidity games there, but it is what it is. I'd be very, very careful with that. They'll probably dump it on your head. Dewey is up 8.6%, man. This one has been moving. Somebody called this out in the chat. I'm going to give you credit. I don't know who it was. If you're in here, let us know who it was. But somebody was calling for Sui. And man, over the last month, 139%. That's a move. That is a move. Congratulations if you guys jumped on Sui. And I don't care if I'm not pronouncing it right. Don't correct me. All right, you got a Phantom in here. That's up 3.1%. Popcat is down 10.7%. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's but it's made its move. It's made its move. Y'all better thank FD, man. He was on that one early. Ondo's down 5.7%. Let's see. Helium is down 7.3%. Everything else seems to be 4 or 5%. Somewhere in that range, maybe a little bit under, but mostly red on the board right now. Mostly red on the board over 24 hours. Let's go over to the liquidation heat map. All right, you can see the hotspot here. That's currently at 61.6. Let's go ahead and take a mental note of that one, 61.6. And then when we get over to the charts, we can take a look-see and see how that lines up. That is not too far from the price action right now, so wouldn't be surprised to see it go ahead and clear out that liquidity. Alrighty, let's get over to the charts. But first, I'm going to get over to the chat, see what you guys got going on here, read through a little bit. Let's see. Going through. Any rock crypto? Michigan is my home, but I can't get on board with the Tigers. All right, fair enough. I like the Washington teams. I actually grew up cheering for the Baltimore Orioles, and then for football, Washington Redskins, now Commanders, was the football team. They've had like 3 different names in the past like 3 years. It's been crazy. But thankfully we got a new owner, we got a new GM, we got a new coach. All is well in the hood for the whole Washington football team there. So hockey, Washington Capitals, baby. OV all the way, the grade 8. You don't like him, you ain't doing it right. That dude is a beast. So I think he's going to set the record here this year. So enough sports talk. I know you guys are definitely here for that. Let's see what else we got. And there's actually a lot of sports talk in here. Fair enough. Oh, MEXC. So there you go. We have been talking to MEXC. I would like to hear in the chat, not here, but see in the chat, what your guys' experience is. Have you had a good experience, a bad experience, or just don't care? But we are interested because we are currently talking with MEXC, and we want to be very cautious and careful with what we introduce to our people here on Piper Academy. So I would love to hear your guys' input. So there you go. Oh, suck, Cap, suck, you suck. All right. Username. You're always giving me crap, man. That's all right. I actually love you. Thanks for being in the chat, bro. Let's see. Never MEXC, only FinMax, KuCoin, Coinbase. Yeah, I haven't used MEXC before. I haven't. So that's, little lack here. I've heard things here and there, but not anything too crazy. All right, let's go over to the charts. Do that. Enough messing with you guys. All right. Looking at Bitcoin on the daily. So we did talk about this range right here, or it's now actually confirmed. Check this out. So Chart Prime has actually now put a formation on it, or a pattern on it. All right. So the trend line is actually matching up with the one that I drew. And remember, I drew that basically when it was right there. So I was kind of looking at the charts. I was like, zoom out. Let's look at the daily, see if I can find a trend line. And I did. That's the trend line that Piper was worried about, right? You had a pattern, right? Or not a pattern, but a series of lower highs. All right, so that was a big concern there, that we might dumpsy do off of that. And I was like, it might be earlier, just looking at this trend line. This trend line right here, you know, that goes back pretty far, pretty much back to the range. Even when we started the range, look where it found a little bit of resistance right there. All right, so that was a concern for me. It did get rejected, but you know, I wasn't too firm about that. I was just looking at this trend line and this trend line. It wasn't perfect confluence, but there was a piece of me that was a little bit concerned. What else were we seeing at that point? Well, we were seeing a reversal, a peak seeker, all kind of giving us a little bit of a confirmation that it might be time for a little bit of a cool off or a little bit of a pullback. We had a nice move up. Think about that move up from here to here. That was really nice. All right, so you can't go up and right just forever. You got to have a little bit of a cool down. That's what we got. Now, what would we have liked to see? I would have liked to see a bounce here on the 200. Right, that 200 SMA, this red line here. I would have liked to see a bounce there, right? Then that would have give you confirmation that you'll get not confirmation, but likely a confirmation that you would see continuation of the upside. So then we could have maybe retested that area. Well, we didn't get that. Fell down. It actually retested the 200, and then it broke down further. All right, we actually found support on the 50 and the value area low. So we did talk about that. I remember talking about that on the Piper Academy, the morning show as well. We got some support there, and then let's go to a lower time frame. Lower time frame, 4 hour. Remember this? I drew this trend line. I was like, hey, look for a potential breakout, because what I was looking at right here was the RSI and the trajectory. It was just up and right, and it was 45 degrees angles. So it to me, it felt like kind of like strength going into the move. And I was like, well, look for a breakout with a retest, because, you know, that looks good. And that's what we got, right? We got that OC retest, came, moved up. And then this right here, I was talking about on the morning show. All right. And I think what I was saying was look for the OC retest on top of the dynamic reactor. Because dynamic reactor, so just for clarity, what I said here, OC retest, dynamic reactor, I'd be out, right? That would be the quick trade. I think it was only like 1.5%. Let's see. Let's say you got into it slow. There you go. Yeah, 1.36, right? So I was looking at that, and then same thing. I was looking at OC retest up to right here. Now this right here on the 4 hour is the bottom part of this pattern, right? And I was like, hey, potentially what was support could be flipped into resistance, get a retest and a rejection. But it's also the 200. So you have the 200 and you had confluence with a pattern between two different time frames. So that's what I was kind of looking for here. So same thing. I was like, OC retest, play up to here, get out. OC retest here, 2%. Not bad. All right. But we got that rejection. So we got a rejection, and now we have confluence. We have confluence between the 50 on the 4 hour, the 50 SMA, and dynamic reactor. That's why it looks like you're getting a little bit of a bounce here, a little bit of pressure to the upside. So we could get a bounce here, but what thing is, I don't really like what I'm seeing here on the RSI. RSI on the 4 hour looks ugly. It's down and right. It's very, very clear. All right. And that's just coming off of a reversal as well as being overbought. So that's a little tough, man. I don't know that I would necessarily try to play this bounce, even though there is confluence here on the 4 hour, because I just don't like what I'm seeing on the RSI or the prime oscillator, right? That's just, it's too steep for me right now. Looking at the daily, kind of bouncing back and forth between time frames, that also doesn't look good. So what you don't want to see right here is, see, higher, lower high, lower high. Now I know it doesn't always necessarily work that way, but I don't like to see that trend down and right. You see a trend down and right on the daily. You also see the 4 hour kind of just dumping when it comes to the prime oscillator. So that doesn't make me feel very comfortable about getting into a position. Things you need to look for in terms of resistance, 200 SMA, you get the point of control, confluence here. I talked about that. I remember talking about that. I don't know if it was on this show, or if it was on the morning show here, but you got a nice little range between there. And I just, it's resistance. You got to get over that before you get comfy. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Let's see. Coming down, looking on the daily. I don't know, man. I mean, the value area low, there's a little bit of confluence here, right? At least on the daily. You got the value area low, you got the 50 SMA, and you got the dynamic reactor all within about $1,000. So I wouldn't be surprised to see support here. I just don't know if this is the end of us pulling back, right? I think it's got a little bit further to come down and retest this area. What I would like to see here on the 4-hour is an opportunity for it to actually start bending back up. I want to see it start coming up before I get more comfortable. And I would also like to see a retest where you get 2 tests of an area. Let's say it's the dynamic reactor or the 200 on the 4-hour, right? You like to preferably get some bullish divergence or a retest of those 2 areas to get a little bit more comfortable with entering into a long position. This is a speculative play, kind of a, I'm not going to say it's degen, but it's not as safe if you were to play this. This is like low capital, low leverage, just, hey, I'm looking for a bounce here. It's an area that has confluence. I would probably stray away from that, honestly. So these are the 2 of the moves that I was looking for in the short term. And then this is kind of the rejection I was looking for. Could have played probably a short off of that, but I wasn't really looking for that, to be honest with you. And I didn't call that out. These were the 2 that I was looking at. So those have kind of played out. And now for me, it's more of a wait and see approach, right? So we got some significant areas that we can look at on the charts here. Again, this one's pretty important at about 65.1. We've talked about that ad nauseum, so won't beat you up with that. But, right here, this trend line right here, I would say is going to be significant. That's going to be at about 63.6. You have the dynamic reactor at about 62.2 or so with confluence with the 50. So hopefully we find some support there, but don't be surprised to see another rejection off of this area right here. So looking at that, let's see here. Let's zoom out a little bit. What I do like is this area down here. This area down here, you see I have an alert at about 55.5, 55.6, around there. You got the channel, right? We've talked about that channel quite a bit. You guys are pretty familiar with that at this point on here. If you've been around, let me look in the chat real quick. I don't see anybody new too much in the chat, at least. So you guys should be familiar with the channel. I'm not going to zoom out and go through that whole spiel again, but you got the channel, but then you have confluence with, horizontal level of support. All right. So I do like that. And now look at this. You're also getting this, pattern that's kind of adding to the confluence a little bit. But you got a lot going on right here. So it's, I would say a lot of indecision on where we can go based on being support and resistance on both the top and the bottom side of where pricing action is. Probably the smart person would let this play out. Like if you're scalping, intraday trading, then you can try to find some of these important levels, with the 200 SMA and things of that nature, and you can try to look for a bounce, but I'm not going to say that's a safe play, right? That's kind of, again, that's you taking a risk, and maybe an educated risk in your mind. But that's, just kind of my 2 cents there. Value area low, I would look for some price action off of that. That would probably be a decent little scalp, opportunity there. So what you could do if you want it is you could draw a horizontal off of that and you could add an alert. Go ahead and do that. There you go. Let's change it to green. Right, you can add an alert in that area. So keep an eye on that, right? The value area low, but you do have some things that you might get a bounce before it ever makes it down there. So, but if it does come down, I would look for a little bit of price action personally. It'll also give the RSI prime oscillator opportunity to reset, right? I like it when it gets deep. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I like it when it comes down pretty far on the oscillator here. And then you'll see those bends with a reversal, right? So same thing up here. When it gets high, get that reversal high on the oscillator. And like it's been pretty money, especially on the daily. Look at how well this has played out. Like if you just look at some of these areas, right? So you got the reversal here. It did move up a little bit more, but then it printed a bearish D, right? So you got bearish divergence, price going up, oscillator going down. You got that print, boom, dumpsies. And then you got the reversal, oversold, went back up. I mean, if you just traded the freaking triangles, I mean, you'd be all right, to be honest. I mean, so here to here, I'm actually going to measure these out because I am now intrigued. We're trading triangles. All right, so that triangle probably doesn't print till the next candle. Let's be real. And you trade it here. Next candle, go down, 14% move. All right, again, next candle. So yep, right there. We go to triangle. It's always interesting to go back and kind of like back test, right? Next candle. Oh, that one's way up there. So you'd actually lose that trade. But let's say you lose that trade and you actually say, okay, I'm still going to buy anyways. I lost that last one, but that's okay. Here is your reversal. Here's your next candle right there, 4.32%. So, I mean, that wipes out. Okay, so you have a big win, pretty much wiped out your loss there. Let's now short. This is the kind of stuff you guys should be doing, like when you have time, right? Just messing around on the charts, doing a little bit of back testing. The square's in the way, of course, right there. All right, that is a 15% move. That's a nice win. So anyways, you guys can see just the triangles alone on the daily are pretty fire for chart prime. So there's your shill for that. Let's go ahead and look at something else here. Dumpsies. Dumpsy do. That's right. That's my thing. All right. Look at Sui. I don't look at Sui much, so we'll kind of do that together as well. Sui. There we go. Since that one is moving. Oh. This is funny. I need to like look at my own TA sometimes. Look at that. Trend's going up. That's your support level. Cool. Got the OC retest. Moved up. Here's another one. So this is where I was like, hey, if you miss that move, I wouldn't be interested again, like until it got up above this area. OC retest. And then look for continuation. That's crazy though. I'd still be a little scared, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I think I did a fib retracement off of that. So this is saying this, you think this is your pivot, right? So it may not actually be the pivot. So it might have been a little early on the fib retracement. I might bring that up maybe a little bit. Just gotta kind of wait a little bit until you get a true pullback if you're on the daily. But anyways, Dewey's pumping through the roof. I'm not gonna beat that one up too much. There's not much to say. It's freaking going nuts. But you do have, see here, you got a little zone, like, yeah, man, this thing looks, oh, it did. Did it set an all-time high, or is it just test the all-time high? That is crazy. Let's take this off. This is plugging up the chart here. See, let's look at this candle right here, the high, 2.18. 2.16. So it got close. It got close. It looks like it wants to retest, though. It's not giving up. That's wild, man. Sui just from... I ain't even going to take it from low. That ain't realistic. But September, even if we call it September 5th, September 6th. Wild. Sui's been moving. Let's measure that. Congrats to anyone that got into Sui, man. I know, Jesus, 168%. That's wild. That's wild. I've become quite a fan of classical charting, just candles and maybe MAS. Help me out. Having a brain fart. Me, wake up charts, work break charts, lunch charts, come home charts, softball charts, weekends charts, bathrooms charts. All my free time is in the charts. I like naked charting. Oh, moving averages. All right, gotcha. Yeah, Lunar, man, you're good at charting, dude. You're good. I mean, you can definitely tell that you chart a lot, bro. For sure. So, gotta give up that 9 to 5, brother. Stay on the charts. I remember you did pretty well at some of the day trading as well. When we were having that competition, you did pretty well with that. I think you were probably, I know you're the top performer on my team, for sure. So yeah, there's a little show for LBC, man. If you guys aren't watching him, check him out as well. He's definitely He's there is some talks that LBC might be doing another show here, so we'll see how that plays out. We may have a pre-morning show, a morning show, an evening show, after dark show. Could get crazy around here on Piper Academy. It might be like a 24/7 show. Hope you guys are ready for that. So we'll see. But still got some things to iron out. We need an afternoon show though. That's what we need. Piper, find me an afternoon show. All right, let's look at Soul, since we talked about them a little bit today. A little bit easier. They are still in the range, and they are flirting with the point of control here at about 144. That is a significant area. Significant area of price action for Solana. And you can see bottom part of the range here, value area low, value area high is up here. But you can see we have a horizontal level of resistance, which was at about 162. Look, man, I'm telling you, hey, Chart Prime, you're good. But I find these levels a little quicker. I'm just saying. All right, so it is now charting a ascending triangle. All right, so that is actually a bullish pattern, just so you guys know. What is that doing, right? So you got a horizontal level of resistance, and then you have pressure building to the upside. So that could be a good thing. Look, I mean, it looks like it does want to find support here. You got the dynamic reactor, you got the point of control, you got the 50 SMA on the daily, a lot of confluence there, looking for a potential bounce. So look how hard it rejected off the 200 SMA though, man. Very important level, very important. So pulled back pretty quickly, and now could find some support, but you want to see the RSI bend up a little bit. So wait for this candle to close, see if we're going to hold support, and then might be an opportunity to move up. Hopefully Bitcoin finds support. If it does, then I definitely would see Sol coming back up here and retesting the 200. That's easy peasy, I think, for Solana. That's a 5% move. That's a great move. So Bitcoin holds, Solana is going up 5%. There's my call for that. We just got to make sure it stays above the point of control. So nothing too crazy there. We've looked at that. Not going to rehack the history here of Solana. I am missing my man FD today. It's unfortunate. Let's see. TradeFly pay me $1K a week and I quit my job and do this full time. Bro, you can make that. Hold up here, bro. Bruh. You can make that. 1K a week, you can make that. You just got to put your head down. Like, it's out there for sure. Like, if you get tied in with exchanges and stuff like that, and then you get people trading underneath of you, and you reach out and you get kind of in bed with other entities, you guys can kind of come together. It can be done. It can be done. You definitely have the ability. So let's go over to the chat. Let's look at that. Let's see what we got here. Rolling. Ain't too much to talk about. Little bit quiet today. All good. All right. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. Unfortunately, I don't have my man FD today for the friendly banner, the back and forth, but it's all good. We looked at some charts today, which is cool. Talked a little bit of news. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Go ahead, hit that like and subscribe. We would truly appreciate that. And with that, you guys have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow. We will have our man FD back. So have a good night. Trade safe. See you tomorrow. Much love. I'm out of here.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.